Go live again. Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
And now your mama knows. And now,
What's up, good people? Oh my. Like,
Guys, here.
oh.
Do a test of.
Alright, put on a good mic.
Can you guys hear me?
They'll be able to hear you now, alright?
Let me know. We're doing the mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Alright. Let me check out the comments.
You're not Ubering this. Oops.
Oh, look at that. She was nice enough to make some space for me.
I'll try.
Alright, so Stadia Pro Gaming said hello. Stadia Pro Gaming said this is one of my wife and I's favorite shows. I appreciate that so much, man. We just love to have fun on Thursday night. Nikki said hello. Stadia Pro Gaming show the shaking the waves up. My boy Bruce Campbell, the cheaters in the building, put a thumbs up. Mr. Urban World said I'm dreaming of White Castles. Hold up. No, he said I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
You said White Castle.
Hey, listen, I got White Castles on my mind. Yeah, I am.
am.
He said, just like the ones I used to know. Ah, the song. Mike Penn said, hi, Nikki. Stadium Pro Gaming did the clapping or the waving. Bruce said, sing it. Mr. Urban Rose laughed. Nikki said, hi, Mike. Bruce said, hey, kids. Listen, Bruce, I told you I'm older than you. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, hey, everybody. And hold on. All right. Mr. Urban Rose said, my COVID is nearly gone, but I can't stop coughing and my taste is so odd right now. Well, you know what's funny? I always had a weird taste. That's why I don't like meat. So maybe you won't like meat or anything like that either. He said, yes, I can hear you. Bruce said, Mike is good. Nikki said, Frank won't be joining us tonight. Him and I are both sick. Sorry to hear that. I miss my buddy. Duke and Daisy, Power Plus Hour. And what if we did a whole show where we was Daisy and Duke? And it's funny because when we was playing the game that one day, we was doing it as Daisy and Duke.
So we're gonna start a spin-off show where it's just Daisy and Duke.
Maybe have to. Guys, I don't know where Ray is at, but I need my snacks. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna eat a Reese's in a minute. But I didn't really eat dinner because she made for lunch nachos, and there was a big help in the nachos. But now I'm a little bit hungry. Plus I've been working out again, trying to get these guns back. So maybe I need some energy and protein and okay, whatever. Anyway, so Mr. Urban said Nikki Brower cold. And Ms. Oro said, Josh Waring, did you witness my Pac-Man win tonight? Oh, God. Why does this thing move so fast? Mike said, hi, Anthony and Sandy. I love you and the video, and I call you Cowboy. And I call you Cowboy, man. Nikki said, yeah, mister. My boy Mike is in the building. The other Mike said, not bad. Got third place in Pac-Man. Okay, I guess you're getting ready for this tournament this Saturday. Mr. Urban Rose said you were playing too. And Josh Warren said, at Mr. Urban Rose, not yet. Haha, Saturday, remember? Yep, that's where he could show his skills. So Mike said, Mr. Urban World, you have only played about 5 matches other than, he said, others were pretty bad. 30s or worse. All right, and then my neighbors are freaks with Daisy Rock said, Anthony, I don't think you could stay in character for an entire show. Yeah, okay.
And Mr. said at Rusty Go Mike, if I find out you were in one of my games, I will seek revenge. And Mr. said, who doesn't love that? Nikki said, we are going to take our test tomorrow. Please pray that they come out negative. Yes, we will. And Mr. said, Nikki will do.
All right, guys, so This
Welcome.
is. Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Trying to steal my stuff. Welcome to the Sandy Show. You don't see this guy right here. The Sandy Show.
The show will not survive without me. So
I'm
let's
sure it would.
let's just get this clear.
Especially on Daisy.
And Anthony Show! We need to come up with an intro, actually. I need to just record that little bit, and I'll have a song, and then I need to record a part with Daisy and Duke.
That would be good.
Yeah.
All right, so you need to scroll up the news.
But that would mean more work, and I don't feel like adding any more work. All right, so Nikki said Pac-Man was awesome. So Nikki, we're talking about the new Pac-Man for Google Stadia called Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle. It's 64 players all fighting it out at the same time, eating power pellets. Excuse me, eating power pellets and eating each other, and it's crazy. It's chaos, and only one person could win. And it's awesome. So Stadia made it free for the weekend starting today until Monday. So I decided to host a Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle tournament on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So guys, you tune in, you could join, you could watch it, but it's going to be crazy, silly, funny, and I plan on winning. The way you win is you have to win 5 matches. The person who wins 5 matches will be considered the Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle All-Purpose Champion. And I'm going to make a special video congratulating that person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. said they need to do something about this COVID. I'm tired of this. And Mr. also said I might have to get a Vice and go to Canada for 6 months. A visa. Sorry, I said a Vice. Bruce said, good luck, Nikki. Josh said, this is Sparta. Nikki said, hold on. I think I went too far. Thank you, Bruce. Stadia Pro Gaming said, so what's it like streaming / working with Stadia Source? Mr. said, at Stadia Pro Gaming, I know why you're asking that. And Nikki said, damn, that sounds interesting. Black Dragon 79 said, playing Mortal Kombat 11, digging holes and taking souls.
Guys, I'll tell you this. I was playing Mortal Kombat 11 last night, and I was whooping people. I lost maybe 5 times in like 3 hours or whatever. But my buddy Black Dragon is... Listen, we both were playing Mortal Kombat probably around... Well, I was probably playing longer than him. But we started playing. We had a great rivalry. He tried to steal my character, Scorpion. But as I kind of got to the point where I don't like this Mortal Kombat 11 as much as 10, he's been playing and playing. And guys, if you think I'm good, he's the real deal. But you'll never get to play him because he'll never get Stadia. So.
And Mr. said, at Nikki, I beat Ant so far twice. Bruce said, mega. And Nikki said, LOL, Mr. I don't doubt that. Mr. said, he bullied me so much I had to win in the name of Christmas. And Bruce said, 0 cases on my island. And Nikki said, the congestion and not tasting or smelling sucks. Is that supposed to be like zombie with the X? Mm-hmm. Zombie shot? Hey, yo, it's Bevy Bev.
Bevy Bev, what's up, baby?
And Mr. said, actually panicked the first time I lost my smell. And I was extremely angry.
So, Nikki, are you saying you got it?
No, she doesn't know if she has it.
Oh, because she said the congestion and not tasting. Okay.
Go Mike. I'm just going to say go Mike. Well, I just lost 4 lives in a matter of 1 minute. I do not like the controls much either.
What game you talking about?
Mortal Kombat, I'm guessing.
Anyway, guys, check it out. We reached 40 episodes. Guys, 40 episodes of me dealing with her and y'all nonsense.
Dealing with your
40 episodes of y'all not giving Duke the respect he deserves. 40 episodes of hearing Ray talk about him eating snacks. 40 episodes of Mr. Urban World just being a hater in general. 40 episodes of Bruce Campbell cheating on every raffle he could get his hands on.
Bruce said, loss of smell definitely sucks, but you could go to town on the beans. And Mr. said, for the 40th question, I need to know who has the best pizza. And Go Mike said, don't know if it's lag or what, but my Pac-Man doesn't turn when I tell it. And Nikki said, have a Reese's for me, Anthony.
I guess I gotta have another.
And Josh said, 40 of them things, 40 episodes of getting barrels cracked. And Stadia Pro Gamer said Mortal Kombat 11 is nothing like Mortal Kombat 3.
Well, yeah.
And Zombie Shot said Melina and Sindel are my favorite characters to play at that. And I'm a beast with the alien in
Ooh,
XL.
my girl, baby Bev, you didn't tell me you played Mortal Kombat.
And Bruce said, haha. And Mr. said, at Josh wearing. He walking around with that old musket. He's still stuck in the past. And Black Dragon 79 said best pizza Corvallis in Trenton. And Stadia said Cowboy eat a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry.
All right, hold on, let me grab Snickers real quick. Best pizza. Listen, you gotta get that boardwalk pizza at the Jersey Shore. You know?
Boardwalk pizza at Four Brothers or Three Brothers. What's it called? Three Brothers, I think.
I think it's 2 or 3 brothers down at the shore.
And Black Dragon said, I'm playing as Rambo in Mortal Kombat right now.
Gotta eat my Snicker for you guys.
Nikki said, Wildwood pizza. Yep, that boardwalk pizza. And Mr. Urban World said, so it's fire grilled pizza.
Now, one of my favorite pizzas I ever had.
Big Mike. There you go. 3 brothers. Yep.
Big
Three
Mike.
brothers.
All right.
Let me ask you a question, little Lewis. So I've been coming up with topics.
Mhm.
So what you got for us?
What I got? That's why Mike is in here. Mike is my co-host.
Nikki
on
said,
the Big
hey,
Mike. Mike is my co-host on the BigMike.LittleAnt channel. I'm sure he's gonna have a lot of topics for us tonight.
Big Mike said, hey, Nikki. Nikki said, pizza in Wildwood is huge. Yes, they are.
Yeah, those pieces are giant.
I don't have topics, but I do have this game. Well, it's kind of like a game. And it's called Would You Rather.
Is everybody going to be able to participate?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just,
what's crazy?
Just giving your opinion.
I
wouldn't say it a game, per se. Just like questions, would you rather? And I'll give you 2 options. And you can each choose would you rather.
Well, let me ask people something. I know you guys are sitting there looking at the screen. I've been leaving my phone here sitting to the side. And my phone keeps, pausing the video. Does that happen to anybody else? I hope I don't got that thing on where you got to stare at the screen, and if you turn your eyes away, it doesn't detect you or something.
Mr. said, you guys are making me hungry, but I can't taste anyway. And Nikki said, Mike, I am Anthony's personal favorite friend. And Nikki said, me neither, mister. And Josh said, at mister, sounds like the perfect time to load up on the vegetables you don't like to eat.
Yep.
And Big Mike said, at Nikki, you used to be until I came along. And Mr. said, at Josh, I used to be vegan. Fun fact.
Oh, wow.
And Nikki said, oh, Mike.
Mike is my dude. He's my guy.
All right.
Sometimes I want to punch him in the ribs. But I love him.
Would you rather? Are you guys ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Would you rather skip summer or skip winter? You could skip all of winter or skip all of summer.
I mean, that's easy for me because I hate the winter, so I'm skipping winter.
Let's see. Nikki said she would skip summer. Go Mike said winter, big time. Yes, definitely. Stadia Pro Gaming said winter. I live in North Dakota.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
And Bruce said easy, winter.
So I think you missed something up there, too.
Winter. Yeah, Mr. said at Josh, you don't know who Dr. Sebi is yet, but I'm going to teach you. That was the only thing I missed.
Okay, cool.
Um, Nikki said, I'm not a fan of the heat. And Josh said, skip winter. I left to go to college in Miami in January, haha, from Rider University to the University of Miami.
Hey.
And Go Mike said, I'd even give up Christmas to get rid of winter.
I actually went to I actually spent Christmas in Miami one year, and it was very strange, but it was pretty cool.
I can't wait to spend Christmas in Florida. And Bruce said, spring is the best. But you got to pick skipping summer or winter. So,
Right.
but I don't know. I'm not a fan of spring. I want all
Nah.
summer. And Mr. said, what's up with your obsession with Florida? Man, we love Florida. We can't wait
We
to
just
move
love the
there.
heat.
And Big Mike said, summer. Skipping winter means no Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's. Not necessarily if you go to another place like Florida, you still have all those things. But with
It's just weird.
And Nikki said, I'm depressed this Christmas because of the cold. Because of the cold, yes. Oh, because you're sick. I get it. And Josh said, at Mr., I've been buying his products since he was alive. Usher Village when the pandemic goes away. And
So-
Mr. said, at Nikki, hopefully it's gone by Christmas. And Go Mike said, once you're in Florida, you'll be complaining about wanting to skip summer.
Not
Not
me.
us.
I used to live in Florida. Just to let you know.
And Stadia Pro Gamer said, we get frozen everything, then mud. Then we get 4 months of awesome weather. And then Mr. said, at Josh, okay, I'll be seeing you about the real soon in your stream. Don't be surprised if I ask you random questions. And Nikki said, Frank's in bad shape. His cough is horrible. And Dave said, what's up, family? Just stopping in to say
What's
hi
up,
to everyone.
Dave? I always got to say the sharpest looking groomsman in my wedding.
Nikki, tell Frank we hope he feels better. And Mr. said, at Nikki, only thing I could do is drink spring water nonstop on Pedialyte. Mr. said thing, not thing. Josh said best wishes for Frank and Mr. Urbanworld. Nikki too, she's not feeling well as well.
Listen, y'all gotta get your little 3rd grade immune systems up, all right?
And Nikki said, Mr. I am drinking water like crazy.
Also, guys, check this out. I'm getting into the Christmas spirit because I'm putting out some Christmas videos. So if you didn't see it, check out the most recent video I put out today of the adventures of Avery and G-Pop. That's right, me and my granddaughter, when I take her, which isn't often, but I like to record stuff. And so a video I recorded a year ago, last January, I decided to make today. So it's a Christmas video. When I took her for Christmas, I took her to Build-A-Bear because I used to always take her mom when she was a little kid. So it was cool to take my daughter's daughter to Build-A-Bear, where you used to always take her. So guys, if you care about Christmas, always take a cute time of the day, whatever, then you could go check out that video. It was super cute, and it's going to make you laugh a lot. My granddaughter is so cute.
And Mr. said, at Josh, thanks. And Josh said, at Mr., get the alkaline water bottle. I drank from the Nile in Egypt with it. Turns all water alkaline.
Yeah.
And Stadia Pro Gamer said, Cowboy need another Snickers. LOL. Mr. said, 3rd grade immune system. So you're saying you are immune to COVID? And Go Mike said, I want to see you sing Christmas jingles. And Big Mike said, don't ever do that Christmas spirit dance again. But I am happy to see you coming around.
And then also, I got 2 more Christmas videos coming out. One where we went to Great Adventures and seen the Christmas lights. So that was a couple weeks ago. I don't know what my problem is. I record so much stuff and I don't put it out. But I'll be putting it out because of Christmas. And then I'm going to show a video we did. It got the coolest Christmas house I ever seen decorated. We actually went there with our neighbor. Some of you guys might have seen the pictures on Facebook that Sandy had. But it's going to be cool. If you didn't see it, I'm going to make it into a video. And so, yeah. Getting into the Christmas spirit. Christmas spirit. Christmas, la la la, Christmas time, Christmas, La la la, get me into the Christmas spirit.
Listen, put that enthusiasm in actually participating in Christmas. All right.
Oh, you mean spending my money and buy gifts? F that! All right.
Anyway, Mr. said
Christmas spirit, na 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 na. Christmas spirit, na 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 na.
Mr. said at Josh, haven't tried those, but I'm looking it up now. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said 3 brothers in Seaside. Yep.
They got a couple of them down there.
Josh said at Go Mike, don't worry, and at Big Mike can sing for us all.
He never sings.
And Nikki said our neighbors, the Martells, won the Great Christmas Light Fight. I've seen that actually.
What's that?
Martell's like Christmas lights and stuff. It's in like Hamilton or something or Trenton.
Well, what's the Christmas light fight?
Oh, like everybody's competing with the lights.
I wonder what the house we went to was in
it. It is in a thing on Facebook. Go Mike said I still gotta put up my tree. Mr. said Aunt tell Josh and Mike about how crazy those BR videos were.
Yeah.
Bruce put a bunch of presents, and Big Mike said, "Oh, so he not really in the giving spirit, just making video spirit."
You got it.
And Nikki said, "It's TV show, Anthony." All right.
All right.
Would you rather sleep on the floor wearing PJs but have no pillow, or sleep on the floor entirely naked but have one pillow?
Depends on how. Well, I like to sleep naked. Fun fact. So, so I guess you give me a pillow and I'll be fine.
Yeah, but you'll be sleeping on the floor, not in a bed.
I don't see. You're the person that's like, I gotta have my soft bed, or what is this again? Posturepedic, memory foam, whatever. Listen, man, when I used to go to Job Corps. Listen, we would be sleeping in a tray. We take out folding chairs. I could sleep on anything. All right, and I'm not even a deep sleeper, but I don't. My comfort level is like, whatever.
Both of them, you're sleeping on the floor. So
yeah, but the one give you a pillow.
Yeah, one gives you a pillow.
Right,
so I'll take the one with the pillow where you're naked.
Why what's your fun fact?
I sleep naked too. Duh.
Is that TMI?
Maybe. Josh said at Mr. waiting for your VR gaming channel. And Nikki said Anthony's eating too much sugar. And Mr. said I'm not sleeping naked. LOL. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock says skip winter. Mr. said at Josh might just have to do that. Bruce said naked with a pillow. Josh said naked in the bed with no pillow. Haha, sleeping naked is great for the immune system, especially in the winter. Nikki said I don't do the sleeping naked thing. And Nikki said we really did not need to know that.
Guys, you got to add fun fact. We're going to steal this from Mr. Urban or Josh, whichever one of you guys said fun fact first.
Would you rather live in an abandoned bomb shelter or live in an isolated tower?
They're like the same thing. One is high and one is low.
Which one do you want to be, low or high?
Well, I guess if you was in an isolated tower, you get a good view.
Nikki said, fun fact, we didn't need to know that.
Thank you.
And Mr. said, a bomb shelter would be terrifying. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said a tower. Mr. said at Nikki, LOL. Josh said isolated tower and pretend I'm Batman.
I can see Josh up there.
And Bruce said abandoned bomb shelter. And Go Mike said hate heights, so a bomb pillow for me. And Nikki said bomb shelter.
I might say a bomb shelter because I got a feeling that tower might get cold. The wind might be breezing through.
You know what's funny? I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, it's kind of high, and the wind's probably windy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's the only reason I'm gonna go with the bomb shelter.
I'll go with the bomb shelter. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said no. I am that.
Josh, I don't know. Somebody's competing with you for Batman. You better tell her she's Batgirl.
Mr. said spirits will run rampant in that bomb shelter at night. And Josh said, with the tower, you can parachute down and take a GoPro video on the way down.
Got a good point.
And Bruce said, and then what if bombs? And Go Mike said, bomb shelter is probably protected from everything except the bombs. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said,
F that. I'm Batwoman.
F that. I'm Batwoman.
Oh, you got to say it in your voice?
Said, yeah. And Nikki said, Mister, and there is no way out. And Mister said, yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, you guys are live tonight, man. I love it. 40th episode, man. We're just in here chatting it up.
Go Mike said, just don't be asleep. Kicker. LOL.
Yo, I need another snack, man.
Oh my God. You do not.
Sorry, Nikki. I know, you've been off of snacks for some while now. Actually, did you get back on the snacks? Are you still going snack free?
She can't even taste nothing, so
I'm just curious if she,
Listen, would you rather be a character in The Lord of the Rings or be a character in Harry Potter?
I knew you was gonna say that, Josh. Josh, did you hear this, Josh?
Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter?
Here's what's hard. I definitely like... No, Josh, you gotta pick one, man. Don't do that.
Nikki said, nope, snack free.
That's what's up.
And Mr. said, what's your favorite food between seafood, Chinese, Italian, or Jamaican? I would say seafood.
That's hard.
I like seafood.
So Italian, you could take off the list. I mean, I like spaghetti, but you could take Italian off the list. I love seafood. Is fried shrimp considered seafood? Okay. But I like Chinese food. I love rice. That's the thing. I love rice.
You can get shrimp fried rice.
And I grew up eating Jamaican food, so I feel like if I could get it like the way my grandma made it, which I feel like we probably won't. I don't know. I gotta come back to that. I'm just gonna say seafood because I love shrimp fried rice. But then again, no, Chinese food. I'm saying Chinese food.
All right. So Josh said both for Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, which you cannot do. You have to pick one. And Mr. said Harry Potter. And
with all the exclamation points.
And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said Lord of the Rings.
And I know why, because you told us the other day.
Yep. And Bruce said Chinese. Nikki said Harry Potter all the way. Mr. said Bruce. And Bruce said LOTR, Lord of the Rings. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said seafood. Definitely. I love seafood. And Mr. said, at my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rocks. I love seafood too. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rocks says steak.
Ew.
And Go Mike said, well, I like Lord of the Rings better, but I'd pick Harry Potter. 75% chance to die in Lord of the Rings. So
here's what's funny. Hold on, let me chime in there. I was gonna say the same thing. I think Lords of the Ring is. I think Lords of the Ring is cooler, but it's all like desolate areas. They got no electricity. Like it's the most anti-modern anything. But Harry Potter is like
it's more modern and you got magic.
Yeah.
Nikki said seafood and Chinese. Josh said, you telling me Gandalf can't be a teacher at Hogwarts and Dumbledore can't do what Gandalf did?
I mean, I could see that, but still. Being that they're the same person.
And Mr. said, if I had powers like Dumbledore, oh man. And Bruce said, Chinese spring rolls and egg rolls all day long. And Josh said, you shall not pass, muggles. So
that's funny. I was just about to say, you shall not pass. That's from Lords of the Ring and muggles from Harry Potter. Hey, Josh, you blend in the worlds, man.
Big Mike said, technically, seafood can go in the other three. That was an unfair question. I mean, it can.
This guy, man.
My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, at Mr. I love most food. People ask me about vacations, and all I talk about is the food.
We kind of did it too. Like, listen, the best thing about a cruise is the food. Eating whenever you want, and the ice cream is always endless. Sorry.
And the pizza was endless. It was open
Yeah,
late
yeah,
all
yeah.
the
Well,
time.
certain stuff, yeah.
It was
I'm
really
a
good.
I'm a big ice cream fan.
I would love to go on a cruise again.
Yeah.
And Josh said definitely HP since
Slytherin.
Nikki said I am not a fan of steak. Mister said, "Dang, Mike educating us." LOL.
Yo, hold on. Josh, I have to watch a Harry Potter. When this whole thing is over, COVID and stuff, I gotta watch a Harry Potter movie with you. I want to see how hyped you get, cause you got me wanting to like. I never claimed Slytherin or anything, but you got me all hyped. Like I want to like get into Harry Potter or something.
Mister said at Nikki same. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said shrimp rolls, yum. Anthony, run across the street and get us some.
Yeah, we do got a Chinese food place right across the street, guys. We live on the most convenient street ever. Across the street is Rite Aid, Chinese food place, Jamaican food place,
a laundromat, a
the
7-Eleven,
deli.
deli
Yeah,
pizza shop.
yeah, we got it all across the street from our house.
Go Mike said I always ordered 2 dinners in the cruise dining room. And Mr. Earl said, you know that new Harry Potter game coming 2021.
Yeah, Josh is all on it.
Oh, and Nikki said, hey guys, I finally got my glasses. Sorry, I almost missed that one.
Yeah, we seen the pictures. Sandy showed me your pictures.
Oh, and Nikki said Gandalf and Dumbledore might be brothers. And Josh said, and now your mama knows when things open up, we can all see the musical in NYC.
I'll do it.
I'll go.
Now, is the Harry Potter musical new, or is that something they've been had? I didn't know they had one.
Mister said Josh might be a wizard, the way he was cursing me when you beat me in Pac-Man one day. Nikki said the cursed child. And
all right, next.
Next
this is cool.
Would you rather work at the FBI or work at the CIA?
Oh, they sound like the same thing to me. Like
one is the Federal Bureau of Investigations,
right,
and one is Criminal Investigations. Right, Criminal Investigations.
I guess. Josh said CIA all day. Nikki said FBI.
Mister said CIA. Go Mike said FBI.
I feel like the CIA is a higher level than the FBI. Is that true?
That's what I was thinking. CIA is usually like higher up than FBI.
Whichever one I could do and be less likely to get killed.
I'm doing CIA. Listen, Mister says CIA has no law enforcement function and is officially mainly focused on overseas intelligence gathering, with only limited domestic intelligence collection. Google. And Big Mike said at least he played you in Pac-Man. Mister. He refuses to accept my challenge. And Josh said CIA works abroad, FBI has jurisdiction in the States. Well, then I'll go with FBI.
I'll go with FBI.
And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said FBI is Quantico right now. I like the way Quantico sounds. And Mister said at Big Mike, beat him today with ease. It's recorded.
I'm not. So when you beat me early, listen, you never beat me fair though, man. No, the only time you did beat me fair on lunch break because a bunch of people came in my room and they all jumped me and killed me. But later on today, I was having the internet issues, and then once I fixed them, I destroyed you in Power Ranger. You couldn't even beat me. So you know what would have happened in Pac-Man.
Oh, hold on, Josh might have changed my mind. He says CIA has bigger budget and you get private planes everywhere and the best accommodations. All right, I'm going with CIA. I'm going to travel the world, man.
And Nikki said Quantico is their training place, right?
And Josh said, and you get to do things like in Tenet. And Mister says, stand tall and take that loss like a man.
Now listen, you did beat me on my lunch break, but I'm not giving you those other losses. You could watch the tape back, and you see that was some nonsense. I couldn't even move.
What you got over there?
I got nothing today, guys. Listen, let me just tell you about my day today. I streamed on my lunch break. Immediately after I got off work, I jumped on a stream with these guys.
I was asking about your snacks.
Oh, well, how are you going to look at me and say what you got there?
I said what you got over there on your side.
That's not what you said.
What you working with?
We can't be eating snacks on the show.
Yes, we can.
Don't let Ray get on here.
You just ate 2 snacks.
I know.
Or 3 snacks.
I had to hurry up and get in before Ray got here. So Mr. Urban says, stand tall and take that loss like a man, soldier. And Josh laughed at that little corny individual named Mr. Urban World. And then Go Mike said, how do you play against each other in Pac-Man? So there's no feature to pull people in. All you do is you play at the exact same time. So if we were both going to play together, we would just say, okay, we're going to play right now, go. So when you hit the button, it's going to put you in a queue. And when your friends jump in the queue, it's going to pull you all in the same game. So it works.
Let's see.
Nikki said,
it's okay. I don't mind. Eat to your heart's content. I'm good now.
oh.
And Josh said, and now your mama knows eating snacks is a great opportunity for product placement and sponsors.
Just saying. And guys, I will have, so I get companies contact me every so often to do reviews for them, for their products. And so, because on my channel, I don't know if you guys know, but my product reviews is the biggest thing on my channel. And I just review stuff that I like just for the hell of it, because I review everything or whatever. But anyway, I did have a company contact me, and I'm a little bougie, so I usually be like, I ain't reviewing nothing. But I refused so many reviews that it hit me, because I had a company when COVID first started, and I didn't believe in it. And they asked me to review their mask. I was like, so then next thing you know, that's like F you. But you know, you don't know that. You're young, man. Everybody's probably not like up yours, you know, like anyway. So I turned them down, but then everybody got to wear a mask daily. So I feel like, wow, that could have been a lot of money right there. So anyway, I had a company contact me recently and asked me to review their humidifier. So I've been turning it on every night for almost a week. I wanted to use it for one straight week, record when I'm using it. I've recorded, you know, listen, I said in the beginning, I really get sick. I'm not sick now. I don't think it's for me, but I'm going to use it anyway. And I even told them, because it says it's good for a kid. And I said, hey, listen, I don't have any small kids in my house. They said, no, it's cool. You can still review it. You know, you could just review things about it, whatever. So I'm reviewing it. Yeah, I've been reviewing the functionality of it. Listen, if you need a humidifier, it seems pretty cool. The water lasts forever. Like I could fill it up, and 24 hours it don't go out.
You could give it to Nikki when you're done reviewing it. Her and Frank can use it.
Listen. I don't like her. I like Frank. So don't be telling people what I could give. That's mine.
You ain't never gonna use that.
You don't know what? I could have gave it to Sonima favorite.
I'm sure she probably already has one from her baby shower.
She's her child.
People usually get them at a baby shower.
Anyway, guys, so that review will be coming out soon. And I got a bunch of other reviews, but I've been holding back until the channel goes 1,000 viewers.
Josh is trying to tell you something.
All right, go ahead.
All right. You read it.
All right, hold up. Did you miss anything?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
The last comment.
Okay, so Josh said, and now your mama knows, what snacks does your bougie self like, Dookie?
What snacks?
I said snacks. I like Reese's. Got this whole thing, but I also like. I'm a big Swiss rolls fan.
I don't like Swiss rolls.
And let's just see what I got.
He's about to show you his snack bag.
It's like show and tell.
He's got too many snacks, so I'll never eat them all.
I'm glad Ray isn't on this show. All right, so this is a little OD, but got Reese's.
My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, have you noticed if your skin isn't as dry as usual?
No, not really. I don't notice anything, but let me see. I don't know, man. I feel kind of smooth, man. All right. So that's what's in that bag. But this was some of the stuff I had at work. But I brought home once I started working from home. All right.
Josh said you got Halloween candy on deck.
I wish I had some Halloween candy. But you know what? Look, Raisinets. I'm waiting to go back to the movie theaters, Mike. Got some dots. Got my bag of Snickers. Guys, you ready? Oh, man. Come on. These are my babies right here, man.
No, Mike said I can't keep that many snacks. I eat them way too much.
Lemon heads. The chewy ones. They're not that good, actually.
Oh, I want to try to.
M&M with peanuts. I thought I gave you some. They're not good.
You never gave me some. Donuts.
Got the donuts. And some more M&M with peanuts. So yeah, these I usually when Sandy goes to the dollar store, good. She'll be like, "Do you want to come?" And I'll go in there and I'll walk out spending like $25 on snacks. Just because I don't know, I always feel like it's so cheap, might as well get them now. But I don't really have a sweet tooth, to be honest.
My neighbors are freaks with Daisy Rock said, "How are you not fat?" Because he doesn't eat them all at once. It takes him forever to
I take them. Yeah, honestly, this stuff's been sitting.
And Nikki said all that stuff belongs in the kitchen, not when you got kids.
Oh hell no, these kids go through stuff like crazy.
They'll eat
but
them
all this stuff has been literally sitting for over a month in my room. And I just like every week I might grab a bag of something or I don't have a sweet tooth, but I am an impulse buyer. I'm not an impulse buyer, but I feel like, oh, it's so cheap when I see it and I don't go there often. So I just figure like, oh, let me grab one of those. Let me grab 2 boxes of those. Let me grab that. Let me grab that. And in my head it's like, dummy, you're never going to eat all that.
These don't taste like Lemonheads. They taste like jelly beans.
They don't taste like, well, they don't taste like jelly beans.
They taste like jelly beans.
I'm a jelly bean fan. And when I had them, I was like, I mean, they're all right. Yeah,
they remind me of jelly beans, guys. They're chewy like a jelly bean.
No, not like that, though. They're a little different. They're like a bowl of sugar.
Big Mike said, Reese's are the best thing going today. I have a few bags of Christmas trees in my freezer.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh said, at Big Mike, strong with the force you are. And Mr. said, Ray pulled a la-la today.
Yeah, right? Boy, Ray.
Yeah, these aren't good at all.
That's my dude.
I don't like these. Here, I got these back.
Yeah, I knew you was going to do that.
Give me something better than that.
You got nothing. So you be like, I don't like it? Let's see what's up with Ray today.
My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock says, has anyone tried the thin Reese's? They are so good. And Mr. said, y'all sound like kids eating after getting their first snack for the day, sitting at the little table.
I'm gonna text Ray and say, wow, and I had a big bag of snacks.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do one more. Would you rather?
So what? That thing is just an app?
Yeah.
That's
it's an
cool.
app that I found on Google Play.
Guys, let me shoot a little plug out there. You got to check out the Big Mike.LittleAnt channel. Mike actually has a segment called Versus, and he'll pick one thing versus the other thing. So that's similar to that. It's kind of cool. And you could check that out in the playlist called Big Mike.LittleAnt on the channel.
Mike said, at Big Mike, a few months ago, I put ice cream banana, chopped up Reese's Pieces, peanut butter sauce, chocolate syrup, whipped cream. Jeez. Best sundae ever.
I don't like too much chocolate, though, but that does sound pretty good.
And Josh said, and now your mama knows all my snacks are all Swiss and European chocolate. And Big Mike said, I like that. I may use that for future verse questions.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, Mike. Just an app?
Yeah, it's literally like an app on my phone. I could send you the app or whatever, Mike. Mm-hmm. And Mr. said, at Go Mike, that sounds like the ice cream from Home Alone movie. Yep.
So we went to eat dinner the other day at every now and then we like to just have our own little date night. So we went to Friendly's, and my favorite ice cream I always get is a scoop of butter pecan with poured over with peanut butter and rainbow sprinkles, and then I get the whipped cream and the cherry.
I get black raspberry with marshmallow and whipped cream, chocolate sprinkles, and a cherry and whipped cream. I said whipped cream twice, huh?
I think you did.
Anyway, let's see. Big Mike said, yes, send me the app, please. And Go Mike said, at Mr. Not Sure, this dude I watch on Twitch has an ice cream shop and makes something similar. And Mr. said, I do vanilla ice cream with M&M's, Reese's, and caramel. And Mr. said, at Go Mike, that's crazy. All right, so one more would you rather. You ready?
All right, hold on.
Come on, get your life together.
I got my life together. You get your damn life together.
So, my life is together.
Check this out, guys. This is my shameless plug time. If you haven't checked this out, okay? This is the link I'm going to put in the chat for the channel, Big Mike Little Ant. So we have our own channel, but you can find our content on this page. But if you want to go straight to it, bam, that's the Big Mike Little Ant right there.
Nikki said marshmallow is my weakness. Yes, I like marshmallow.
I don't like marshmallows.
I like them. And are you ready yet?
I'm almost ready. One last shameless plug.
Oh look, I got one piece left of my caramello, guys. This is one of my favorite candies, caramello. Yeah.
Guys, my favorite, one of my favorite content creators, bam, Mr. Josh Warren. That's the link to his channel. Please check out Poetic Charm. You guys seen when I was showing some of it before. Some of you guys would really like it. Don't watch it live because it's usually going on the same time as I do this show, so I don't want him stealing people. Matter of fact, the last full show that Lala was on was the night she went to his channel, and she's been gone ever since.
Bruce
Just
said
saying.
Lindor chocolate all the way. I do like that with the caramel in it. And Go Mike said marshmallow topping is the worst though. It's like a bucket of glue. LOL. Not for me. And Josh said, and now your mom knows. Salute.
You know it, brother. Let me and guys, definitely go over there and subscribe to their channel. Check out some of these stuff. You don't have to, but you know. Let me see. I'm actually about to shoot Lala a message. I'm gonna see if cause she did hit me up on she hit me up a while ago on Messenger. So maybe she'll check out the Messenger. All right, we're ready. All right, I'm ready.
All right. Would you rather be an 80s child star actor or be a 60s one hit wonder? What would you rather be? I'm going with the 80s because I don't know anything about the 60s.
Hold up. Say that again.
It says, would you rather be an 80s child star actor or be a 60s one hit wonder?
I'm curious who's gonna say 60s one hit wonder. I'm going with the child actor from the 80s. That, especially because that was like my time, you know?
Let's see. Mr. said 80s easily. Go Mike said marshmallow topping tastes good. I mean that. It's so sticky that it's like glue. Yeah. No. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said neither. Go Mike said one hit wonder. Nikki said 60 one hit wonder. Most of the 80s kids were on drugs. Josh said 80s child star actor like Sean Astin. Oh, the Goonies! And then end up in Lord of the Rings. Haha. And Josh said Goonies. And Mr. said would have loved to have been in an 80s horror like Maximum Overdrive, Silver Bullet, or Lost Boys, etc.
Oh man, so bro, Mr. Emerald, now you're my guy. Silver Bullet is still my favorite werewolf movie, and Lost Boys is my favorite vampire movie of all time. Both of those movies, man.
All right, that was my last one before we go into our Daisy and Duke.
Oh, okay.
It's about that time.
It's about that time. All right, guys.
Mr. said both are classics. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said Sean Astin was the best in 51st Dates.
All right, so I feel like we're going to Daisy and Duke early, but let's do it.
It's not early. It's almost 10 o'clock.
All right, well, hold on, guys. We will be right back. A word from your sponsor, or whatever. All right, be right back. Be right back. Alright, so
You seen that guy guitaring?
he was doing the greatest guitaring ever. Now, here's the cool thing about that. I want you guys to know something. That guy is our very own Bruce Campbell. That's right. The guy that you see in there, you know, Bruce the Cheater, that is him. That's literally from his channel. He plays guitar. That guy is pretty good. So him and I was talking, and I thought that was awesome. So I'm gonna put that in the show. And guys, check out the link in the description, because Bruce's link is in the description, so you can check out all his guitaring, because his I'm good.
That air guitaring.
I'm great at air guitaring, but I'm good at regular guitaring.
You won't never guitaring in your life.
Anyway, let's see what they said while we was gone. Let's see. Where we go? See, y'all be talking too much when we gone.
Alright, go down. Go down.
Okay, I see Goonies. Both are classics. Sean Austin is
Best in 51st Dates. Nikki said Corey Haim.
Corey Haim.
In both those movies, died of drugs. And Mr. said R.I.P. to him. Was a cool dude. And Go Mike said, how about an 80s cartoon voice actor instead?
I would like to be the voice for Optimus Prime.
And Mr. said, a lot of people have problems. That's why I don't take fame seriously. And Mr. said, I have problems.
You damn sure do.
And Mr. said, celebrities pretend like life is perfect.
And Mister, you're going to have problems if you join that doggone Pac-Man tournament trying to take on the all-purpose champ. It ain't going to happen.
Anyway, Mr. says celebrities pretend like life is perfect, but the digital age exposed that. And Bruce says Sean Austin getting smashed in the nuts in Adam Sandler's Click equals hilarious. And Mr. said, forgot all about Click. Wow. That was
my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said never saw Click. You gotta watch Click.
I bet you probably did. That's the one where the remote control could control things in real life.
And Josh said at Mr. who is getting their barrel crack first tonight, Dookie or Miss Daisy? Dookie always get his barrel crack.
Her barrel crack.
Because
Trust
he
me,
always trying to start some stuff.
I'm going to fling my hand back so hard when it crack her barrel, it's going to crack my wrist.
Don't make me make that stupid hat fly off.
All right, you got one more time.
Mr. said, definitely Dookie, LOL. Josh is laughing at you. And Nikki said, I like Adam Sandler. And Bruce says 60s. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, why does it take so long to put a hat on? Bruce Campbell said, great decade for music. Nikki said, 80s music is the best. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, at Nikki, did you ever see That's My Boy? And Nikki said, yes, I have, neighbors. And Josh said, what the fuck is this, a guitaring playing whale sounds? And Mr. said, LOL. Nikki said, wow, this guy is good. And Josh said, now that's more like it. He is rocky. Reminds me of the Entourage theme song. Entourage. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rocks at Nikki. Mr. said, I just bought a guitar today. A cheap one to learn with. I don't know what I'm going to name it yet. And Nikki said, no more tears isn't an easy song.
Listen, you should name that guitar.
Oh, look at that. Nikki said she was guitaring, doing the lessons for 3 years.
Well, listen, he should name his guitar Zombie Lesbian. Lesbian Zombie.
And Bruce said, I play a little guitar, my mister. And Nikki said, dang, this thing went too far.
Yep, I see.
Nikki said, damn, Bruce, nice. And Mr. said, at Bruce Campbell, I'll subscribe. And Josh said, Dookie, your accent should pronounce it guitar. And Bruce said, did he post a link to one of my vids or something? And Mr. said, at Bruce Campbell, your channel is in the description. And Mr. said, at Bruce Campbell, we need you to play some Faith No More.
Mm-hmm.
And Bruce said, ah. And Nikki said, Faith No More, epic. Bruce said, great tune, love the piano outro. And Mr. said, you want it all, but you can't have it. And Bruce said, and thank you, Nikki. And Mr. said,
You don't did that thing again.
it's in your face, but you can't grab it. And Gold Mike said, I've had my guitar for 25 plus years, still no good at it. Ha ha. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, laughing with the guitar. Remember she taught us that word?
I remember she taught us the word guitar, and you and her was just having a good old time
Yep.
talking about guitar.
Yep, when we was watching them lights, they
And
was
I
guitar.
couldn't even figure it out. I didn't know what y'all was
They was
talking about.
guitaring when we was watching the lights on the tree. They was guitaring. And Big Mike said, Waterboy, Happy Gilmore, and Big Daddy are Sandler's best 3 movies.
They all garbage.
And Bruce said, LOL. And Mr. said, y'all need to watch Bubble Boy. And Go Mike said, I used to watch Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey movies all the time. And Mr. said, Beetlejuice is hilarious. And Mr. said, bet you guys haven't seen Cabin Boy, starring Chris Elliott.
Yeah, I ain't big on Adam Sandler. He ain't the catch of the day for me. That's all I know.
Well, you ain't the catch of the day for nobody, but we deal with your ass.
Well, listen, I'm the catch of the day for you, apparently.
Well, that was many years ago.
Well, listen, either way, you still here, hotter than a heifer next to a whorehouse. So, you here, girl.
That didn't make no damn sense.
It made a lot of sense to me. And speaking of stuff that make a lot of sense, I think it's time for one of my jokes.
And Mr. said, dang, Daisy letting you have it, Dookie. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, just watch Kevin Hart, Black History. It was funny and educational. And Mr. says, she said you not the catch of the day. Time to throw you back in the water. Throw you back in the water.
Get off me, girl.
I crack your barrel so hard you fall in the water.
That's I'm gonna crack your barrel so hard you're gonna fall off the tree branch and hit your head on a stump. I think it's time for me to tell one of my jokes. So
you don't have no jokes.
Go on, give her one of your whack jokes.
Nobody
and they gonna get my great premium joke.
Nobody wanna hear about no
Go on, give him one of your jokes. Give him one of your jokes.
My joke is Christmassy.
Let's hear it.
A little boy, he was about 9 or 10, was sitting on Santa's lap.
Mm-hmm.
Santa pointed his finger in the boy's face and said, George, I know what you want for Christmas.
Okay.
A T-O-Y. Nope, replied George. Then again, pointing his finger in the boy's face, you want C-A-N-D-Y. Nope, replied George. Then just what the hell do you want? Asked Santa. George looked Santa in the face, pointing his finger, and said, I want some P-U-S-S-Y. And don't tell me that you ain't having it, because I can smell it on your finger.
I had a feeling it was gonna have something to do with the dussy. You know, I knew it.
With the what?
The dussy.
The what?
Dussy. I knew he was gonna. Girl, you know what dussy is.
What the hell is a dussy?
That's what the kid wants, some dussy.
Some pussy.
No, girl, I don't use. Listen, Nikki's going like this right now.
Anyway, let's see. Big Mike said the video made me want to play Guitar Hero or Rock Band. I miss Rock Band.
I miss it too.
And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said no dookie dokes. Nonsense. And Bruce said, ha ha. Josh is laughing. And Mr. World said, dang. And Mr. said, LOL. And Big Mike is laughing. And Nikki said, ew.
See?
And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, is it just me or is there an echo? And Mr. said, yeah, I hear an echo too. And Nikki said, LOL, you know I hate that word.
So anyway, it's time for you did your joke. It's time for my joke.
You don't never have no good jokes.
My joke always
Nobody
good.
want to hear them
My
jokes.
joke good, girl. I just gotta move this candy
And
out the
Josh
way.
said at Mr. The echo goes in and out. Sounds like a Miss Daisy punchline.
Echo. You ready?
Never ready for
So I gotta get up and close and personal for him. All right, so check it out. Right? There was beetle and horse. Now, this wasn't your average horse. This horse was faster than any horse you ever seen. But this beetle, he wasn't your average beetle. He was slower than any beetle you ever met. So he was trying to get to one place, and the horse was trying to get to the other place. So they was just galloping and hold on, wait a minute. First of all, my neighbor's a freak, but Daisy Rock said, damn, 40 episodes and he still can't have the audio right? This is nonsense. You interrupting me. And then Mike said, this again? And then Nikki said, I'm putting the joke on mute. And then Josh said, Dookie, move your Crocodile Dundee self out the way. Now, y'all better stop interrupting my joke. Now, back to the joke. So anyway, it was a fast horse. And then it was a slow beetle. And then the beetle was trying to get to where he was going, but the horse was going the other direction. But the beetle figured if he jumped at the same time that the horse was running past, he could grab on one of the horse hair and swing himself and flung. So he did it. And he missed and hit the ground. And he was shaking his little head because he was hurt and watched the horse run all the way off and left him. Golly. That was about my best one. That was the best one. That was the best joke. You get the... Alright, hold on. So, Mr. Irwin said, we hard to many beetle jokes, but I love them to death. And then, yes, he did. And then my neighbors are freaks, but you told me to read. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, at Nikki, she's brilliant for loving beetles. And then Mr. Irwin said, boo, throw Sandy controller at the head.
Controller at your head.
Because we love them beetle jokes. And then Nikki said, I have a headache because I need more horse and beetle jokes. And then Josh said, this joke might cause seizures because it's so good, you be laughing so hard, you'll shake your head to Caesar joke town. And then Go Mike said, jokes are a little better with an echo.
Why are we echoing?
They're trying to be funny, saying that there's no, like when you just hear crickets, when it's like, nothing. Anyway, I don't like the disrespect.
Anyway, a very popular girl went to her doctor and found out she was pregnant. The doctor says, I know that you are not married. Do you know who the father of this baby is? The girl thought and then asked, Doc, if you ate a can of baked beans, would you know which bean made you fart? So she don't know the baby father. She had too many of them beans.
She had too many of them, just
too many.
I ain't even gonna get into it, but they was going through her. They was going through her. Through her.
Anyway, what's the last comment you read on here?
Last thing I read was something about how awesome I am.
So definitely not.
It just might be a little bit.
Jokes are a little better with an echo.
That's cold.
Bruce, Mr. was laughing, and Bruce said, "Thanks for posting up my channel and video, guys. Not a problem, Bruce. We support the guitar." And my neighbors are freaks with Daisy Rock said, "LOL." And Nikki said, "I think that beetle is a zombie right now." And Ray said, "Okay. My one joke for the night. Dang, his head built like launchpad of Darkwing Duck. LOL." And Nikki said, "Bruce, seriously, you're talented." And Bruce laughing out loud. Mr. laughing out loud. And Bruce said, "Oh, thanks. Playing for 30 years.
Now listen, let's be truthful. Now I was just gonna let y'all go on and think this, but that was really me playing the guitar. I had a Bruce Campbell suit on. So that I was killing it. He can't really play guitar. He said, listen, man, put my Bruce Campbell suit on, and then you can play it. And I said, I'd rather drink Campbell's soup. But he said, no, man, put on the Bruce Campbell. I said, I'd rather be in the Evil Dead. But he said, just put on the Bruce Campbell suit. So I did it. Now here's the kick. Here's the kick. Here's the kick. That was me. Listen, girl, just stay on your side.
Or I'm gonna kick you.
You won't listen. You gonna get your barrel cracked to that hat spinning around.
I will crack that barrel so hard, your hat won't fly from here to Kentucky.
Kentucky. Listen, I'm gonna crack your barrel so hard, your hat gonna fly from here to Kumazugu.
There ain't no such thing.
You ain't never been to Kumazugu?
Anyway.
Listen, that guy Josh Warren, that fella, he goes all over the world. I used to call him Carmen San Diego, and I bet you he been to Kumazugu. Ask him.
Josh was laughing at Ray, and Josh said, invasions of dookie body snatchers. God help us all. And Nikki said, jealousy is an ugly thing, Dookie. And Big Mike said, LOL, Ray. I did a split screen of him and Darkwing Duck earlier this year. Couldn't tell them apart. And Ray said, that suit would go over your head.
I knew Mike was going to get, I was just hoping he wasn't watching, and I just knew he was going to say something.
And Josh said that Big Mike laughing. And Ray is laughing. And Ray said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. LOL.
Deucey, Deucey, hope you get a Lucy, Lucy, and get stuck in your girlfriend's. All right.
Anyway, Mr. said at Ray, LOL. And Josh said at Ray, throw a grenade and dip. Throw a grenade and dip.
Anyway, guys, make sure you pick a number between 1 and 217, because we still got to do the Daisy and Duke book of questions. No, get your name off of it. It's the Duke book of questions. So get them numbers ready. 100.
Mr. said, I think we picked every number, LOL.
We ain't pick every number.
He said, wow, Duke, he does wow.
He can't even count past 217.
Mr. said 117. Josh said 90. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said 28. Nikki said 20. Ray said, dang, he said like a boiled egg. Damn. And Go Mike said 82. Bruce said 99. At Ray, Josh is laughing at Ray.
What's the first?
Mr. is laughing.
What's the
and
first
Ray
number?
said negative boom.
What's the first number, please? 117.
Yep.
Alright, so first of all, 117, that says, have you ever
Big Mike said, I'm going to leave and come back because I want to be surprised what I picked on our show. Nikki said, I think the numbers have all been exhausted.
We ain't even been on here long enough to pick 217 questions. You guys better stop it. You gonna get me riled up. When I get riled up, I'm gonna take this hat off and trust and believe the first person I see, I'm gonna crack barrel so hard they barrel gonna fall out the crack lake. Anyway. So it says, have you ever considered suicide? What is so important to you that without life would not be worth living? Well, I can tell Nikki gonna say, if Frank ever was gone, then I'm gone too. And that's the same thing she'll say. Tell him, baby.
No.
Girl, just tell him the truth. If I
ain't no suicide.
Trust me, you will be
You
gone.
would commit suicide.
No.
Because you can't live without Daisy.
No, if I was gone, you listen, if I was gone, you just grab your hat and be like, I'm jumping off the top of the highest building because I gotta go.
That would be it.
See what they saying in the comments, girl. Anybody talking about, did you ever decide to commit suicide? And if you did, what was
Mickey said, unfortunately, yes.
See,
and
I
Ray
told you.
said, at least his head off the railing. And my neighbors are freaks with Daisy Rock said, with the echo, Dookie sounds a little feminine. And Ray said, please don't take that hat. And Mr. said, yes, I've considered it, but only after losing family members. And Josh said, what does Dookie do when he gets riled up? Diarrhea? And Nikki said, if Daisy was single, I'd have some single friends. And Mr. said, act right. He got an invisible head brace from the military to hold it up. Bruce is like,
Anyway, what was the next number, girl? Just give me that. They don't know nothing.
90.
90. We're going to 90. We're going straight to 90 now. So 90 is if you could choose the sex and physical appearance of your soon-to-be born child, would you do it? See, that's good. First of all, we ain't picked none of those two. So if you could pick the sex, what did it say? If you could pick if you pick the sex and the physical appearance. So imagine if you could pick whether your kid was going to be a boy, girl, or a hermaphrodite, and then you could pick what they going to look like. Is they going to be handsome than a barrel, smoother than a nickel, like me? Or they going to be a grimace-looking frog face thing like her?
You must think real highly of that mug you got over there.
Listen, this mug.
Because that thing been done drugged through the mud by your horse in the back of the stable. I seen it.
Girl, it don't matter. I've been through a lot of mud, but I'm still handsome than a chipmunk.
Anybody.
We're going to read the comment. Now, well, tell me what the next one so I can get prepared.
Mr. said at right, he got an invisible head brace from the military to hold it up. Bruce is laughing. Nikki said, hey, where are all the big head jokes? And Ray said, Bruce is putting the smiley face with the glasses and the muscles. And Ray said, man, he got that Dr. Robotnik too. And Mr. said, LOL. And Nikki said, yes, I would. And Ray said, he got that Dr. Robotnik bill, LOL. And Mr. said, dang, did he say grimace looking? LOL. And Josh said, and now your mama knows. I would definitely do it if it was possible. Apparently, some pills can choose it for you. And Nikki said, I would want a girl, and she would be as cute as me. And Bruce said, head like a drive-in movie theater. And Ray said, just put some red and black. And BigMike said, male with the physical appearance of a #1 NFL draft pick. And Ray said, you can't just play the movie right off his head. And Mr. said, I feel if we could change the gender of a child, we will be punished for playing God. Scary, right? Bruce is laughing. And Mr. said, I believe in universal law. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, at Mr. That was my thought. At what cost?
So,
and Josh said, damn, they said Duke got IMAX dreams.
There was a lot to unpack there, but I ain't gonna say nothing about that walking beanstalk looking with no roof having individual named Ray. I'm gonna just leave it alone. But
next is 28.
Now we going 28. See, we been getting some we ain't here before. Y'all talking all that smack. 28. So 28 said, what is your most treasured memory? The day you looked in my eyes from behind.
They don't even make no sense. I looked at your eyes from behind.
So
I got X-ray vision. What the hell? What planet we live on? This is what I deal with.
Anyway, my most treasured memory, I don't even know, man.
It's the day you met Mike. Tremaine. That's why he married me. I make every day an event.
First of all, this goes to my buddy Josh Warren. I was forced to marry her. She gave me an ultimatum. She was like, listen, if I ain't married by 32, I'm out. I can find some other Jack Beanstalk. And I was like, girl, then you just gonna be out. So I was forced to marry you, girl. I ain't want to get married to you.
Nobody can force you to do nothing.
No, you had a sneaker box and a pipe. You was gonna flatten me. I ain't want to die.
Anyway, Go Mike said, and Mister think we're already being punished. And Mister said, at my neighbors are freaks with Daisy Rocks. Could be something that happens 20 to 30 years down the road. Something that happens after we die, etc. But I wouldn't play around with it. And Ray said, at Josh, his ears are the surround sound. And Nikki said, the day I married Frank, and my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, agreed. And Mister said, go Mike. I do kind of feel we're being cursed, especially in the States. Things are just weird right now. Josh is laughing at Ray. And Ray said, Dookie, you better leave it alone. I got jokes for days. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, not sure if I've had mine yet. And Josh said, now your mama knows most treasured memory as a content creator was Dear Josh letter. Ha. Nikki said, I tried to get Frank to buy me an engagement ring at Walmart. LOL. Laughing my ass off. And Mister said, and Nikki Brown, nothing wrong with that.
Now, just want to let you know, y'all guys ain't up on the stuff. Because there was years ago they had technology where you put your sperm in this thing and it made the male sperm float up and the female sperm go down. So you could actually definitely 100% choose the sex of your kid. That was a long time ago. I'm just saying. But here's the kicker.
Don't touch me.
It's a possibility that...
I know you like to touch me.
Girl, just hold on.
You need to save that for later.
Oh, you right. So anyway, tell me what's my next one.
20.
No, I did. That was just 20.
That was not 20, you dum-dum. That was 28 or something.
That was 28. So you sure it's 20?
Yeah, I know what the hell it was.
Make sure you're right. I don't want to read the person's wrong number. They might be mad and then a bat flying from hell going back to the sunshine.
What I tell you, 20 is Nikki's number.
Alright, so number 20 said, if you knew of a way to use your estate following your death to greatly benefit humanity, would you do it and leave only a minimal amount to your family? So you could die and give a lot of money away and your family get a little teeny bit. Would you do it? F my family! I'm going to give my money to the monkeys in the zoos all over the world. And let them buy banana chips. You know how good them banana chips are? So imagine if they could get...
You sound like you know all about the sperm. And Mister said, LOL.
I got 4 kids and I had to get a vasectomy, girl, so I stopped having them.
Nikki said, LOL, Josh. And Mister said, we just got a glimpse of what Anthony Googles when he's alone. And Ray said, time hour. And Ray said, -25. And Josh said, at Mister, he definitely doesn't use the incognito tab. And Mister said, all those cookies are saved. Nikki said, no, I wouldn't do it. And Ray said, I'm real proud. I did. And Ray said, I'm real proud of Dookie. His head hadn't touched the railing. That's because he got that hat on. He can't go back on the railing.
Let me ask you this. Am I the only person?
Fall off.
Am I the only person in here that had a vasectomy? Anybody else had their nuts found before?
Nobody needs to know all that information.
I'm just wondering.
Nobody want to know.
But I asked a question. I'm trying to know. Bruce probably did it. Mr. Urban World probably, well, nobody like him, so he ain't got to worry about nothing. And Ray.
82. Man. Read 82.
All right, 82. God darn. All right, number 82 said, is it easy for you to accept help when you need it? Will you ask for help? Listen, I will burn through hell with a rubber coat on before I ask for help. I spit on help. I'm meaner than the mud. I'm tougher than a brick of house. Listen, let me tell you something. I remember one time this turtle was walking slow, right? Now I knew that if I felt like it, I could put my box on his back and he would eventually get my box all the way to the house. But I said, you know what? No! I kicked that turtle over and threw him right back in the water because I don't need no help.
This is what I live with.
You live with what? You live with me.
Nonsense you be talking about. Shut the hell up, a turtle and all this other crap you be throwing in there. Don't nobody want to hear about that nonsense you be talking about. Anyway, Josh said, I reckon Dookie and Daisy need to have a call-in feature. The guest must use a country accent.
We did that before. First of all, see, you a little late to the party. Remember when Brooklyn Butch was on here? Brooklyn Butch. He ain't
have a country.
He ain't have a country
he
accent.
New York.
He was a New Yorker. He's a city slicker. But he was on here chatting it up with us. It was a good old episode too. I missed that fella Brooklyn Butch.
Yeah, he was all right. I think he was in the mall.
Yeah, he said something about the way he used to put people.
How many?
Listen,
Body bag,
how many of y'all? Something about the. Listen, I don't want to repeat it. How many of y'all remember that episode with Brooklyn Butch? Let me see who's deep in the tooth on here.
And Ray said, "Time out." And Go Mike said, "I very rarely will ask for help." And Mister said, "My testes are free to be." And Nikki said, "Let's watch that video of Anthony with that motorized muscle thingy on his stomach. That was hysterical."
Now that ain't even right.
And Ray said, "And your head weight about 30 pounds. But damn, you gotta have a strong neck." And Josh is laughing at Ray.
What's my next number? Is there another one?
We need a joke. All these numbers.
All right, go on. Tired of her. Can't take her nowhere. She always putting me down on what I want to do. No nonsense.
Vaginas are like the weather.
What you say? Like the weather?
Vaginas.
Oh.
They're like the weather. When it's wet, it's time to go inside. The next number was 99. And Ray said, "You got that genie bill from Aladdin." And Bruce is laughing, and Josh is laughing, and Mister is laughing.
I just thought it was gonna be more like some other and also a vagina is like a storm because when it's whistling, you gotta run from it. Something.
No. Anyway, 99.
99.
And that's the last one.
All right, so here it is. I love the ones that got some length on it because they gonna be the good ones. You ready for the kicker?
Don't touch mine.
All right, listen. You are driving late.
Ray said, "Never had a friend like me." LOL.
You are driving late at night in a safe but deserted neighborhood when a dog suddenly darts in front of the car. Though you slam on the brakes, you hit the animal. Would you stop to see how injured the animal was? If you did so, found the dog was dead, but had a name tag, would you contact the owner? Listen, I'm driving, I ain't looking back. You don't dart it out. First of all, you should have been in your house. You should have been in your cage. You should have been in your backyard. What you doing in the street? So what, I'm going to run over the dog, then I'm going to stop so I could be late for my events or my affairs? No, I ain't doing it.
You're wrong.
I ain't doing it. I got places to be.
You got to save the animal.
Save the animal? Trust me, as fast as I drive, he ain't going to be alive.
And Mister said, "Be sure to wear your glasses." And Nikki said, "Yes, I will stop for the poor animal." And Mister said he'd stop too.
Stop for what? What, you going to take it home and bury it?
You're going to take it and get some help. Drop it off at one of them there shelters or one of them places that fix up broken animals.
They fix broken animals? What the hell you think this is, a doll, baby? Trust and believe, that thing gonna get it. Listen, my tire might run it straight over. I might smack into it and it's gonna flip up off my thing.
Anyway, Mister said, "Nah, get him." And after working together for a while, Frank and Nikki office romance blossomed. And they really developed the hots for each other. One day, they seized an opportunity to sneak in a supply closet to consummate their lust. Frank finds Nikki very tight and difficult to enter, but finally succeeds. When they are finished, Frank says to her, "If I had known you were a virgin, I would have taken more time." To which Nikki replies, "If I'd known you had more time, I would have taken off my pantyhose.
Gosh darn it. So what that mean? Did he get it or didn't get it?
What it sound like? Mr. said at Ray, I'm talking about the dog, LOL. Ray said, whoops. Ray said, LOL. Mr. said, LOL. Ray said, I bet your neck is tired right now. And Mr. said, LOL. And Josh said, sounds like he's a virgin. Exactly. And Ray said, saying Dookie, give me a break. And Nikki said, wow, why us? Oh no, I haven't been a virgin for some time now. Well, the joke had Frank in there, so I just, instead of saying Jane, I put in Nikki.
Because it doesn't sound crazy if you said Frank and Jane.
Yeah.
She'd have been like, hold on, who's Jane? All night she'd have been asking Frank, who's Jane? Who's Jane? He'd be like, well, what the hell are you talking about?
So I had to make sure it said Nikki.
Yeah, you know how to go. And then Nikki, she'd have been on the news tonight for murder, for death.
Yeah.
She'd have did death soon.
And I can't be blamed for that murderism.
She'd have did death to him. She'd have brought death to his door.
She would have stabbed his barrel.
She would have, listen, she ain't cracking the barrel. She gonna stab. She gonna gouge his barrel. Brought death to him.
And Nikki said, yeah, because you know I'm violent, right? Shaking my head. And Ray said, help me.
Anybody been on this show to know Miss Nikki don't play no games no more. Nothing.
All right. We about done on the Dookie and Daisy segment. Or I mean Daisy and Duke, because Daisy go first because I'm the first lady.
You definitely got it right.
Anyway, we about to see y'all on the next show. And maybe next time this Dookie right here won't be talking about no beetles and horses and turtles and all that other nonsense he be talking about, because nobody won't hear no more of it.
Listen, they love everything I do.
And Nikki said, I am sweet and a lovable girl. Yes, she is.
Yeah, well, lovable like, here, give me that thing, girl. I need it real quick. Lovable like tartar salads. You ever had tartar salad?
What the hell is tartar salad?
What? Girl, I love tartar salad.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Well, it's good.
Nasty.
And it's good for you, too.
Probably tastes like tater salad.
Make it your knees with ease.
Josh said, trying to say she barks like DMX but bites like Lassie. And Ray said, what size hat is that? And Mr. said, man, Lassie was my homie. And Mr. said, Beethoven too. And
all right, listen.
And Nikki said, Josh, DMX, LOL.
Anyway, we about to be right back. Y'all calm down with the comments, because you always make me have too much to read, all right? Hold on with your hats and your boots. We be right back.
Hold your horses.
All right, we'll be right back.
Move the chair.
You see that?
Better?
This is gonna be awesome. You see this lady right here? I know she looked like she's 14, but when she was little, I used to always take her to Build-A-Bear. So now, I get to take my little granddaughter to Build-A-Bear. So let's see what's going on.
And now, your mama knows.
So here's the thing, guys. Before we go to Build-A-Bear, we had to make a stop to see Earl the Pearl. You see what he's making?
Caramel porridge here, bud.
Ooh, some porridge. Look at that. I gotta eat, so I'll catch you guys later. Oh yeah. So look, this is your first time getting some porridge. Let's see.
Look, try it. Please.
Try it.
Look, it's like oatmeal.
No on the porridge.
Please. It's yummy.
Yeah.
Kids with their electronics. Look at.
No, oh my goodness,
Avery, what you think about my hat?
Look at Pop-Pop's hat.
Look at
It's
him.
cool, right?
He's a fish head, isn't he?
Avery, we can't see your face?
Avery.
Really?
Avery, look.
No, before she.
Avery. 1 second.
Ooh, Avery. Ooh, Avery. Yeah. Do another spin. Woo! Yeah, Kanaya.
Fly. Super girl.
Now it's time to go to Build-A-Bear. Well, coming to Quaker Bridge Mall. Time to build a bear. Avery, you know where you're going? Alright, go ahead. Ready? Whoa, look at that. Avery, let's call it escalator. See what happened when she tried to step off. You did it. Alright, so I'm coming to Oxford Valley because Quaker Bridge Mall no longer has a Build-A-Bear. So let's check it out. Avery, let's try this over, okay? Gonna build this beer? Let's do it. And she's off. Ta-da! Oh, we made it. Let's take a look. Let's see. What will she choose out of all these beers? Oh, which one? Oh, look at the dinosaur. Wow. Alright, guys. So to see the rest of the video, you're going to have to check it out yourself on the channel. I didn't want to keep you guys so long. So, figure we come back. But, yeah, I will have another, like I said, I got a couple more Christmas videos to do. So that's about it for me in the spirit. Making some Christmas videos.
Alright, so Josh said at Mr. No Airbud, and Mr. said forgot about Airbud. LOL, had that on VHS. And Josh said Josie is an Airbud stunt double. And Mr. said, but Babe was my homie too, even though he's a pig. And Ray said, because you can't see the chat. And Mr. said, and now your mama, and now your head knows. And Josh said, why does it look like you are wearing eyeliner like Prince in this video with your granddaughter? LOL. And Mr. said, LOL. Ray said, damn, he got that Iron Man head built. And Mr. said, security stopped Ant at the door and said his head setting off the alarm. Ray said, LOL. Josh said, those pink Tims are fresh. I do like seeing those pink Tims. I told her that the other day when I picked up Avery like a couple weeks ago. She had them on. And Ray said, hey, Ant, don't ever try to get on a plane. And let's see. Josh said, usually people Google places before they go there. LOL. Mr. said, that plane going down fast. LOL. Ray said, at Josh, shoot the J, shoot it. Nikki said, Avery is a cutie pie. Big Mike said, damn, no gift for me, Aunt. And Ray said, at Mr. Final Destination. And Ray said he got that Slimer build from Ghostbusters.
Oh, man.
Mr. said, LOL. Josh said, at Ray, RIP Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy. So, I used to take my daughter to Quaker Bridge Mall when she was little to Build-A-Bear. And so I had no clue they got rid of the Build-A-Bear. So when we went there, I thought it would have been iconic. Like, wow, I get to take my daughter's daughter to the Build-A-Bear I used to take her to when she was little. But unfortunately, we went in there, it was like, oh, no Build-A-Bear. So that's when I Googled it and I seen that Oxford Valley had one. So I went to Oxford Valley. But the rest of the video is cute. You guys got to check it out, you know, if you get a chance to. So.
All right. So, would you rather
Okay.
have unlimited love or unlimited money?
That's deep. They say money can't buy you love, but I mean, what can't you buy if you had unlimited money? But if you had unlimited love, I'm sorry, man.
Nikki said love.
It's gonna sound bad, but I'm going for the money.
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Go on, pick.
Listen, we'll stay together if we both have money, so I'll take the money.
Listen, get the money, man.
Ray said, damn, his head went back to the railing. It sure did. He ain't had the hat on to balance it out. And Mr. said, unlimited money because I want a $450,000 private train for traveling. Only 80 people in the USA own one. And Ray said, can money buy you a new head? Josh said the money.
Yeah, but that train's still gonna be slow. I'm gonna spend $450,000. I would rather just get something.
Plane.
Yeah, exactly. Something that's gonna be faster than a train. Now I know you said they got those new trains coming out, but yeah, that's one of them. See, now I'm hungry because I ate early. I'm just gonna have to get a bowl of cereal. We still got cereal, I like.
Would you rather fight a crocodile with a bow or fight an elephant with a shotgun?
I'm definitely going for the elephant with the shotgun.
Me too. Who
I'm
the hell would not choose that?
Tear them kneecaps up.
And Josh said at Mr. Unless it's a train designed by Elon Musk, it is a obsolete.
Exactly.
So yeah, crocodile with a bow or elephant with a shotgun.
Just imagine you shooting a crocodile and hit his back, and that bow and arrow just snap in half.
That's like a dumb kind of comparison.
I don't know, but then you might shoot that elephant, and they get mad and just
stomp you out.
Yeah.
And Mr. said at Josh, Hyperloop is what you're waiting on. We can travel state to state in 30 minutes. And Josh said at Mr. Next stage is the super plane to go from NYC to London in an hour. And Nikki said elephant.
Now I'd be afraid to be on a plane that flies that fast.
And Ray said we all know Ant can headbutt the elephant and kill it.
Oh man, I can't take it. Hey Ray, go to sleep, man.
Mr. said at Josh, that's real.
Oh man. Let me go on my bag of tricks. Let me see if we got a
All right. Would you rather always get stuck in traffic or always have really bad internet?
Nah. I'll have to get stuck in traffic all the time.
That's what I was thinking.
I need my internet. Sorry, I need my internet.
What about you guys? Stuck in traffic or really bad internet? And let's see. Mr. said at Josh, that's real. Josh said at Mr. Google it, muggle, haha. Josh said those feel like the same thing, lol, but definitely traffic.
Yeah.
And Mr. said you're still walking on thin ice at Josh. And Nikki said internet. Nikki, if you had bad internet, you wouldn't be able to see us all the time. And Go Mike said I'd have to say traffic as I'm stuck in New Jersey traffic all the time anyway.
Whoa, Mike, you live in Jersey?
I mean, he just said he's stuck in New Jersey traffic. So.
That's why I just asked him. Like.
And Josh said, at Mr. I'm named after the person who walks on water. I'll be okay. And Nikki said, I'd text you. And Go Mike said, yep.
Listen, we probably have to come out with a podcast. Like the like the audio podcast, so Nikki would just listen to us.
All right. Would you rather buy everyone here drinks or be teased about being a cheap ass for the rest of the game?
I'll just be teased. I ain't buying y'all nothing.
Let's see. Mr. said, yeah, until you walk near that Bermuda Triangle and it suck you in. And Nikki said, I got stuck in Philly traffic, so yeah, I'd take the internet. And Mr. said, I see something called space plane and it looks like a UFO. LOL. And Ray said, at Mr. Ain't nothing sucking ant in.
Oh man. I gotta buy I might just buy one. You know what's crazy? I sold all my weights years ago. And now I feel like I might just buy like one 50-pound dumbbell. Cause these what I got, 35s I think? 35s isn't doing it now. I feel like I need to sorry, I'm thinking out loud, guys.
Anyway, would you rather never be able to hear your favorite song again or never be able to watch your favorite movie again?
So here's what's weird. I don't really listen to music anymore. And I really don't watch movies anymore either. Like, so I watch movies like when they come out, and then I don't really watch them again. So I think it's hard, but I guess in a weird sense, let's say I wanted to work out and listen to music, I probably would rather. I'd probably be missing out if I couldn't listen to a certain song again, versus if I couldn't watch a certain movie. Like there's movies that was really good that I love. Like you mentioned, earlier we mentioned Silver Bullet and jeez, I'm just drawing right. Silver Bullet and
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. Thank you.
That's
And
what Mr. Irvin said. And Nikki said song.
so
I would go never be able to watch my favorite movie again. I don't watch a lot of movies twice, so
right.
I'd rather listen.
But
to
like,
music.
there's a song that I love, probably one of my favorite songs. And when I was working out, maybe I'll start playing it to get me more motivated to work out more. Even though I've been doing pretty good at working out lately. But do you guys remember Scott Pilgrim? Not Scott Pilgrim. Do you remember Kick A?
Kick A. Ray said because
Yeah.
Sandy plays movies off your big head.
Anyway, the
And
movie.
Josh said hard question, probably song because you listen to your favorite song 100 times and know all the words. And Mr. said, yeah, LOL. Nikki said, even though there are movies I saw just once and that was enough.
Yeah.
And Go Mike said, I bought my favorite movie on 4K UHD 3 years ago and still haven't watched that version. LOL.
So yeah, remember the movie Kick Ass? So there was a song on the soundtrack by Jessie J called No Heroes. That's my song, yo. I used to play that over and over in the gym, and I just love that song. That song gets me like that's the music, the rhythm, like that's I get so amped when I hear that song. So if I could never hear that again, that would kind of suck. I also really like her song Flashlight that was on what's the name of that song? I mean movie. With the with excuse me, Pitch Perfect. But yeah, I mean I should check out more of her music. I just happen to like her a lot.
Mr. said, listen to Garbage, Stupid Girl. Good song for you, Aunt. And Nikki said, Jessie J's song, Do It Like a Dude, is my song.
See, I gotta start listening to Jessie J now. Yeah, but No Heroes. I don't need no. That's my song.
Would you rather forget who you are?
Hold on. Give Mike the question again. He missed it. The last one. It was Mike. It was.
Would you rather never listen to your favorite song again, or never see your favorite movie again? And Ray said, when I'm in the gym, I play the Rocky V soundtrack. Go for it.
I would go with the Rocky IV soundtrack. Me personally.
Let's see. Would you rather forget who you are or forget who everyone you know is?
I'd rather forget who everybody else is. I don't care. I want to know who I am. That must be real hard if you don't know who you are. It makes me think of one of my favorite movies, The Vow. When they got in that car accident, she couldn't remember who her husband was. Like, you can't even remember your husband. Well, then again, let me think about it.
She couldn't remember herself or her life.
Well, yeah. So I guess at that point, you can't remember you, but you will remember everybody. Yeah, I'm taking me.
And Nikki said, forget who I am. Josh said, forget myself because Tony Stark Jr. will remind me daily.
Yep. I'm like, bro, you are the creator of poetic charm, mental theater, food for the culture. You came up with some really good stuff. You're the guy that got Big Mike a job. You employed him. He was a nobody until he started becoming a host on your shows.
So you want to hear something funny? This game that I downloaded, well, it's supposed to be a game, not just a would you rather question thing. It's supposed to actually be a game. So it's actually a drinking game.
Oh, wow. How do you play it as a drinking game? What's the rules?
There's instructions in the beginning. I could go back and maybe read them if you want.
Josh said, sounds like 51st dates. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't. Yeah, no. You gonna read the instructions? She's gonna read the instructions. Well, I get a couple of these things. They ain't even that good, but Nikki said another Adam Sandler movie.
All right. The instructions, if you played it as a drinking game, is sit in a circle or stand or don't be in a circle. Who cares? Read the sentences out loud. Vote who will do what. So what person would do what. Number 4, the losing voters drink. So whoever lost in the vote would be drinking. If there is a draw, everybody drinks. If only one person drinks, they drink double. That's about it.
Yeah. Mike said, sound. I think it's supposed to be soundtrack. Nikki said, yeah, I don't do drinking games. And Big Mike said, great, got me a job. What?
Josh said, drinking games are fun, but that sounds corny. Kings is better.
What's Kings, Josh?
Probably a card game. Go Mike said, at Mr. I love that show. And let's see. Nikki said, I did want to play Never Have I Ever, but with non-alcoholic. And Josh said, card drinking game, told you. And Mr. said, TV just isn't the same anymore.
Yeah, I know nothing about drinking.
All right. Would you rather be thrown naked into a pit of deadly scorpions, or be sent into space without enough oxygen?
Well, at least with scorpions, I might live. All right, how many scorpions?
Deadly scorpions, so you're not living. Doesn't matter how many, they're deadly.
Wow.
So both things, you're gonna die. Which one would you rather do? You want to go into the pit of the scorpions and die naked, or do you want to be sent into space without enough oxygen?
I'll probably die faster with scorpion. I might go with scorpion. And outer space without a lot of oxygen might be torture. You just know like it's coming. Scorpions probably tear you up when you fall in there. Just start stinging the mess out of you.
Yeah, I'll go with the scorpions. I'll go back up because it looks like Bruce is leaving.
Let me see.
Alright, let's see. Kings has the questions like Never Have I Ever. Ray said drinking games was fun when you're younger. And Bruce said, gotta roll out, kids. See you soon. Thanks for having me. All right, Bruce.
Hey,
Thanks
Bruce.
for the guitaring video.
Yeah, man. Bruce, has been really cool meeting you, man. And thanks for you tuning in again. Thanks for you allowing me to show your stuff too. And I appreciate it. And I'll talk to you again.
Talk to you later. All right. So, Mr. said scorpions. Mr. said, Bruce, see you later. Bruce, wait by. Josh said, who is writing these questions? Laughing. Maybe space, because I may drift into space and float around until they have the tech to revive me. And Mr. said, the scorpions might see me as their friends, so who knows? Nikki said, scorpions. Ray said, he got a street shark head. And Nikki said, good night, Bruce. Go Mike said, Mr. Urban World, I've actually seen it on Pluto TV a few times. And Mr. said, go Mike, my favorite free TV app. All right, man. What you want to do with this last couple minutes?
All right. So, the neighbors were freaks, but Daisy Rock sent me a thing that says snakes might be lurking under massive amounts of sea foam in Australia. That's crazy. Snakes. All right, guys. So let's chat a little bit. So before we roll out of here, just want to take this time to say this was 40 episodes and it was awesome. A cool ride. I remember when we first started doing this thing, it was just like, hey, Sandy, let's do a thing together. You don't never do nothing with me. What do you think? Come on. At first she was like, I don't want to do nothing.
That is a lie. I was like, okay. And you were like, wow, that was easy. So tell the story right.
Okay. So, and then I was like, yo, let's come up with a little thing, you know? And I remember she didn't like Daisy Duke. And I remember I wanted her name to be Geraldine. I thought it'd been funny, like, come on, Geraldine. But she was like, no, I don't like that. And it took us a while to come up with Daisy Duke. I was like, listen, it'd be funny, like Daisy Duke, you know, like pair of Daisy Dukes. So, but yeah, it's been cool, guys. You guys are the instrument of this whole thing, though. You know, if it was just us going back and forth, it wouldn't be funny. But and then you guys are like, we're like characters. Like we got Ray always talking about my head. I'm gonna punch him in the face one day. We got you know, Josh is always in here. He's like the person to you know, keep the peace, and keep it funny. It's just really cool. Nikki's always like the sweetheart, but she'll stab you to death. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rocks is like the unpredictable person, and Mr. Urban World is, I don't know, you don't never what you're gonna get out of him either, good or bad. It's just been cool, guys. So Mr. Urban said, "What happened to Josh's show last Saturday? It never aired." And he said, Nikki said, what would you do if a snake was coming up
From
your
your
toilet? Ooh, I guess I'll run. Ms. Earl said, I wonder if mental theater is going on Saturday. And
Stadia Provine said, now that's funny.
whoops.
Josh said, at Mr. had to do other projects. No show this weekend because I have a funeral, unfortunately.
Yep. And again, sorry for your loss, brother.
And Mr. said, sorry to hear that. Nikki said, people are having reactions to the COVID shots. Josh said, at Mr. we are doing the Wonder Woman 1984 watch party on HBO Max next Saturday. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, close the lid, Nikki, and run. Big Mike said, got the link. Thanks, Andy. You're welcome. Ray said, your fatalities would still be he ride in on Spike and headbutt the hell out of you. And Josh said, appreciate it, guys.
Yo, man, you stupid as hell, right? Yeah, man, it's cool, but yeah, I mean, mental theater is a cool show, man, and people do like the show, and I'm glad that you know, some people have definitely been tuning into the show and do appreciate the show, and
Ray said prayers for Josh.
and I'm glad to be a part of the show too. It's pretty cool.
Mr. said, Aunt, do you think you're seriously going to beat me in Pac-Man this weekend? You can't be serious.
I mean, you beat me once. Ask yourself how many times I beat you. And Josh can attest to it. So, listen, I will say this, though. Here's the unpredictable part.
Josh said, I can't wait to see this Saturday.
It's going to be cool, but here's the unpredictable part. There's actually, so for all we know, when all the times I was winning, a lot of those wins could have been because the people was bots. So the question is, now that the game is free, there could be a bunch more people. Like, this is the first time I ever seen this many people coming into my room.
And Mike said, at Mr., he has to beat me too. Nikki said, I'm going to watch Wonder Woman 1984. She was my idol growing up. And Ray said, finish him. Big Mike said, rooting for you, Mister, since he won't play me. Josh said, Mister is ready, no mercy.
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you this much. I showed my skills.
Mister said at Big Mike, why is he scared to play you? LOL.
Well, first of all, Big Mike ain't even serious. And first of all, Big Mike got to show me something. If Big Mike want me to play against him, he got to show me some type of video or something. I need to see his skill. You're not going to waste my time to get up out of my bed or comfort zone or wherever and drive to go meet him in his COVID-infested environment and then whoop him in front of people live.
Wow.
Sound like that would be a pretty good thing to record.
Sound like you got a lot of hate.
Just saying.
Nikki said that Pac-Man tournament sounds interesting. And Go Mike said, so how is this tournament going to work? We may have a bunch of randoms who may win every match. Nikki said, wow, trash talking.
So here's the thing. What I would do, and that's a good point. So I planned on whoever wins five matches is the winner, right? But we could see how it's going. Like if it's like an hour went by and the people who are actually playing, who would be like on my friends list, if none of us won 2 matches in an hour, then I'll just have to make some adjustments, you know?
Big Mike said, I don't know, scared of the unknown, I guess. LOL. And Josh said at Mr. should play Big Mike first in order to get to the Pac-Man genius.
You missed the wild trash talking.
I already read that earlier, but okay. Ray said at Josh, we need to figure out what Tommy friendship would be. Tommy Pickles. Mr. said, no one is beating me, LOL. Nikki said, Anthony is in charge. Josh said, and now your mama knows we need a cowboy call.
Oh, man.
And Mr. said, man, I'm getting hungry. Go Mike said, be cool if you could go have private matches like in Bomberman.
I know.
And Nikki said, Mister, do you have loss of appetite?
Yeah, if we could have private matches, that would be cool. Cause Bomberman can have their own they do their own battle royale mode. We could do our own battle royale mode. Whoever joins, even if it's only 3 people, it wouldn't matter because it would be whoever could get the most points or jump in somebody else's room and eat the other person. I got a feeling they're gonna add that down the road. I just feel like they made a basic generic game and they probably want to see how much money they can make before they add extra stuff to it. But definitely private matches would be a welcome
Mr.
thing.
said at Nikki, not really just terrible taste buds. Ray said, how's everyone feel about the new iPhone 12 Max? I don't know, I don't use the iPhone.
My son got it.
Mr. said, I'm an Android Note fan. Ray said, he's a big head. Oh, man. And Mr. said, Samsung Note, I should say.
I used to be a Samsung Galaxy Note guy, die hard. I could pull up a bunch of notes. I still got the Galaxy Note. What was it called? What was the first? It was the first phone with the screen on the side. Yeah, what was it called?
Remember, I used to have the Mega.
Yeah, yep, she had a Mega. But what was it called? The Galaxy Note Edge. Yeah, I had the Galaxy Note, and I still have it to this day. The Galaxy Note Edge. I was a die-hard Note guy. But to be honest, man, this fold is awesome. I could easily slip it in anything and then pull it out and make it bigger. It's cool.
I just had the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus.
Yeah, I forgot what phone you had.
The S10 Plus? Remember I bought it like last year?
Yep. So, let's see.
Mr. said, Nikki said, me neither. I feel hungry half hour even after I eat crazy. Ray said, I'm trying to get Aunt to buy the Fold 2.
Nope.
Mr. said, sure, you still have it. And he does, actually.
No.
And Nikki said, Frank was going to get the phone you have, Aunt, but it cost too much. And Ray said, Samsung Note Edge. And Tally Dark Star said, hey, hey.
Hey, what's up?
And Nikki said, I have the Galaxy S20 Plus. Alright, we don't need you to look for it, man.
I wanted to show
I
it.
know you have it. He has it. Come on, man. Get it together.
Alright. I got a thing full of phones.
Mr. said, that's a big phone at Nikki. The
This,
S20 Plus.
this phone popped up. One of my flip phones. Here's some phones I got.
Nobody want to see all your old phones. Come on, man.
No.
Nikki said, Mr., I'm a big girl. And Tally Darkstar said, nada, how YouTube doing? We are good. We're actually almost done the show. We're just kind of getting to the end of it, but we're thankful that you came in.
Galaxy Note 8.
Mr. said, maybe I can borrow your phone one day to test it out at Nikki. And Ray said, at Mr., my daughter have an S20 Ultra.
Look at this case I got, guys. How big it is. This is one of the battery. I used to always buy these for all of my phones. The battery case.
Tally Darkstar said, cyborgs rule.
Hey, hey, hey. Cowboys are better than cyborgs.
And Mr. said, dang, that case big. And Ray said, I'm about to buy the Z Flip in white. And Mr. said, at Ray, I'm still on the Note 8. Tally Darkstar said, LOL.
Hey, Tally, make sure you subscribe to the channel, all right? Don't be coming on here trash talking and bringing up that loser Ray, the gaming cyborg, right? All-purpose champ all day.
She's Tally Darkstar is laughing out loud. Alright.
Anyway, listen, let's do this. Since Tally just jumped in here, Tally, pick a number between 1 and 217. I'll let Tally get a book of question. So we all could let her get.
Oh, Ray said 0 lemon case.
Yeah, hey Ray, man.
Tally Darkstar said 121.
I feel like somebody just said that. All right. 121. Late to the party. Says 121 says, were you able to wake up tomorrow in the body of someone else? Would you do so? And who would you pick?
Would you do it? Who are you gonna be?
I told you, I'm be Jean-Claude Van Damme when he was younger. That was my dude, man. Nikki said, nope, I like myself.
Nikki said, so how do you all know Sandy and Anthony?
Oh, cool.
And Mr. said, none of you would know me if Stadia never released. I would have never met Anthony. And Nikki said, no, I like myself.
So, Mr. Urban World, what video of mine did you see first? It's funny, I seen a video almost a year ago, and you had a comment on it. I was like, oh, snap.
And Ray said, at Mr. Man, buy the Fold 1 because it just got a update to where it works like my Fold 2. And Mr. said, I saw tons of your videos, but don't think I commented on all.
Right.
And Tally said, Neil deGrasse Tyson. And Mr. said, sometimes I just watch quietly. And Ray said, I met Aunt when we talked about the Samsung Fold videos.
I made a whole series about the Fold. I showed how Best Buy screwed me over.
Look, they didn't meet me until I came on here.
Yep. You're probably seeing you in a bunch of videos.
Probably.
So Sandy, read one of those versus questions for Tally.
Okay. So this is what we were doing earlier. This is actually a game app for drinking, but I'm just using it for our show.
So make sure you tune in at 9 p.m. Eastern time so you don't miss this stuff. Matter of fact, you missed Daisy and Dude.
You'll have to definitely tune in for that. That's really good.
You can rewind this too to see Daisy and Duke, and you'll know what we're talking about when you see Daisy and Duke.
All right, so let's go. Would you rather fight zombies with only a crossbow alongside a dragon, or fight zombies with an assault rifle alongside 4 gorillas?
I'm going with the dragon because I like dragons. The dragon is my Chinese sign, but I've always liked dragons even before I knew it was my Chinese sign. But yeah, me and the dragon's gonna mess them zombies up. It sounds like
with the dragon too.
It sounds like something from Sucker Punch.
I think dragons are pretty cool.
That was a cool movie. If you guys ever seen it.
Mr. said sometimes I just watch Broadway. All right, my aunt. I found you. All right. Go Mike said I found you by trying to see crowd play stuff.
Oh, cool.
And Nikki said Frank and Anthony worked together for like 20 years, and I met them at their old company Christmas parties. Sandy and I became good friends.
Hold on, going back up to Mike's thing. Mike, what you was trying to find crowd play video, and then you seen like what video did you see?
And Big Mike said still have my 8 plus and not upgrading until it stops working. I hate paying monthly phone fees. Tally Darkstar, wife time. And let's see. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said the dragon. Tally Darkstar said crossbows and dragons. Josh said the dragon. Nikki said assault rifle with gorillas.
Oh wow, okay.
And Go Mike said dragon will burn them all to a crisp. You won't even need the crossbow.
This sound like hold on. This sound like Game of Thrones.
Yeah. And Mr. said I'd choke slam that dragon. And Josh said year of the dragon. Big Mike said, and now I know when it breaks, I just use one of Aunt's old phones.
I got a lot of them.
And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said at Mr. And you said I was aggressive. And Nikki said it's like Game of Thrones, the White Walkers.
Yep.
And Go Mike said I think it was Outcasters Live.
Okay. Yeah.
And Ray said one day I want to do a big stream and play Last of Us online.
Ooh,
and Mr. said LOL.
That's cool, man. I'm glad. Listen, man, I'm glad to make a lot of different content. You know, somebody checked me out from a phone video. Somebody checked me out from a game streaming video, and I'm just, you know what it is? I got into making content as a hobby, right? And I just got addicted to recording everything, right? So the cool thing is, I know some people get into this stuff and they have one specific thing they do and they stick to it, and that's what the pros tell you to do. So fortunately for me, I just did this as a hobby literally since 2011. So that's what? How many years? 9 years. I was just doing it as a hobby. And then 2020 is when I said, oh, maybe I should take this serious when I met Josh. Give him his credit. So I think it's cool because had I tried to do this and be strictly, oh, I want this to be something, I probably wouldn't have did so many different things and I wouldn't have met so many different people. So I am happy that things worked the way it did.
My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, if you guys play Last of Us, I would like to see it from the beginning.
Whew, talk about a long game. Listen, you would have to see the first one. The first one, oh,
that's what
man.
I think she's talking about.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess she is, yeah. But we already, it's funny, but we literally stream. It's not as long as the second one. It was 9 segments we did. It took us 9 different playthroughs, and we beat the first one.
Yeah.
It's on the channel. Oh, wait, I did send it to her.
Yeah.
But here's what I was thinking, guys. Tell me if you think we should. So what I was thinking is what Sandy and I should do. I kind of didn't want to keep doing zombie stuff, but I was thinking we should play and beat the Resident Evils. They all got a remake. They made up to the first. They made 1, 2, and 3 remakes, and I was thinking her and I could play that.
Nikki said, "Is that like World of Warcraft?"
No, not at all.
And Tally Darkstar said, "I think multiple projects work. Just having a schedule of when you do what."
True.
And Nikki said, "House of the Dead was my favorite. I used to love House of the Dead." And Mr. said, "I'm a huge Resident Evil fan."
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's what I was thinking. I mean, Resident Evil sometimes get hard because there's puzzles and stuff.
I'm pretty good at puzzles.
But yeah, actually, she is pretty good at puzzles. And you guys could be watching, and we could be trying to figure out puzzles, and you could be writing like bro, you got to take the green key and put it in the blah 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 or whatever. You know.
And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said love Resident Evils. Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
well, that should be it.
And Nikki said LOL and Bad Fur Day.
I remember that.
And Ray
Conquer,
said,
Bad Fur Day.
Ray said real good games. Mr. said I'd watch. There
Okay,
you go.
there you
We
go.
do that then.
Now here's the question: should we start from part 1? Because they remade part 1, which I have. They actually made it free on the PlayStation Store on the PlayStation Plus a while ago, so I have it. And then I could GameFly the remake of part 2, and I could GameFly the remake of part 3. So I don't have to worry about spending money on those down the road. So would you guys want to see us do part 1? Start with part 1, or just jump straight to the remake of part 2?
That would be kind of stupid. I would say start at 1. Mr. said, I used to love playing Terminator at the arcade.
Oh yeah, everybody did.
And Ray said, I could do a Resident Evil run.
Yeah.
I would say we start with 1.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
just makes the
Cool.
most
And
sense.
I already have it, so.
So.
Right now I have which is probably a good game, but I didn't want to get into it. But right now I have
Nikki said Rampage. That was good.
Oh yeah, Rampage is my game.
And Mr. said, I hope Sandy isn't too scared of the zombies. You mean him? He jumps and
Nah, I
screams
really
about
do.
everything.
I jump and scream. What's the game I got right now? Days Gone. Another zombie game where you're riding on your motorcycle.
Not for nothing. It was kind of fun that we started it.
Yeah, it seemed kind of cool.
I guess that's really it.
I guess.
We'll start playing Resident Evil maybe this weekend.
Yeah.
We'll figure out a time slot and put it
in. We could do this.
Look,
so
my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said at Mr. Sandy is much calmer. Yeah.
Yeah, I am a screamer.
He screams and jumps at everything.
So I'm doing that Pac-Man tournament. You guys are all welcome to join or watch. I'm doing that at 2 p.m. on the channel on Saturday. I was gonna say because maybe we should do it later. What are we doing on Saturday anyway? Nothing.
Nothing.
So maybe we should do Resident Evil later on.
Yeah,
if you guys are interested, at least a couple of you guys say that Saturday, later on Saturday, like maybe 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. If that works for you guys, we can start Resident Evil.
My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said F Pac-Man.
Don't be a hater.
Mr. said at my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rocks. Dang.
Well, tell me this: does Resident Evil sound around 7 or 8 o'clock? Does that sound on Saturday night? Does that sound okay to Mr. Urban World? Does it sound okay to my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rocks? Let me know.
Nikki said she liked it too, I think, right?
Right.
And let's see. Nikki said, sorry about Saturday, guys. Listen, when you're sick, you're sick.
It's
Nobody
all
can
good.
help that. It's better safe
I know
than sorry.
Nikki, I know you just didn't want to see me, so you stood me up.
Mr. said, I'm still quarantined. Mr. said, as long as I have my food, I'm down. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, you know I have no life.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's so much different with you guys in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, the cool thing is Josh pretty much watched.
Ray said, yep.
Yeah, Josh pretty much watched almost all of the Last of Us, and it was awesome to have him in the comments.
And Nikki said, I have a special gift for you, too. Aww.
And Resident Evil is a thinking game, so for some of it is anyway. So it'd be really cool for you guys to. It's a lot of puzzles, at the same time, zombies and killing and creatures and
it'll be fun.
And crazy story and backstabbing and
I'm ready for it. So we will be talking to you guys and playing the game.
All right, let's do this though. Because I'm one of those people that like to plan stuff. Are we gonna say 7 or 8? What's good for you guys? 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. Let's pick a time and we'll stick to it.
Mr. said they need a Resident Evil game where we can play from beginning to end as multiplayer.
They did.
What one was that? Was it the second or third?
No. Part 6. Well, no, he's right. Oh. So technically, part 5 and part 6 had a multiplayer, but it wasn't from beginning to end. It was like segments.
So you got to go in a little bit, like different little parts of it, right?
Yeah. That was where Chris met up with Leon.
Ray said the new Resident Evil Village comes out next month.
Is it next month?
Says 7.
Is it next month?
Look, Ray said 7 o'clock.
All right, 7. All right, 7 o'clock. It is
Nikki
Saturday.
said, and because I might not be going to my brother's on Christmas Eve, we'll be here.
Raise the boss. 7 o'clock. I might be streaming for Stadia Source. They asked if
Oh, Nikki, I hope you make it to your brother's and you guys don't have the COVID. And Mr. says, sucks being sick.
I wouldn't know. I don't get sick.
You was sick with a fever and all that nonsense not that long ago.
Listen, girl. Look at my track record. In the last 10 years, I've probably been
Laying
sick
in bed
3
all day,
times.
all that stuff. Anyway, Nikki said, especially around the holidays. Yep. All right, guys, we are going to sign off. We will talk to you again next Thursday at 9 p.m. But we'll actually be talking to you this Saturday.
This
On
Saturday,
our game
7
stream.
p.m.
Resident Evil Part 1. Be there at 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
We will be on. We hope to see you guys in our comments helping us get through the puzzles.
Yep.
My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said peace out. Tally Darkstar said have a good night, guys. Thank you for joining us. We were glad to have you. Try to come at 9 next Thursday so that you can see the Daisy and Duke segment, which is in the middle of our show.
Right.
But we always have a pretty good show. We'd like you to check out the whole show next time if you're available. Nikki said Nate won't be able to come over if we're negative. And Nikki said, night, Tally. And Mr. said, Merry Christmas. Tally said, good night, Nikki. Nikki said, Merry Christmas, Mr. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, Merry Christmas. Mr. said, man, I'm going to bed so I can get up and buy some chicken fajitas.
Guys, also, if you don't know, like Tally, if you want to see more of what the channel is about, I'm going to play the exit video will be the video that pretty much, it's a 3-minute video, but it sums up the whole channel and everything that's on here.
And Ray said, I know Resident Good. And Mr. said, at Nikki, my neighbors, and at my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock's scene.
It's cool because I want to see which one of you guys are going to be able to help out with these puzzles and stuff.
And Tally said, right on. Nikki said, Merry Christmas, neighbors.
All right,
guys.
and Tally, if you didn't catch it, I'll be doing a Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle Tournament this Saturday at 2 p.m. live on this channel. So whether you join
Nikki
or
said,
not, check it out.
what puzzles? There's like different little puzzles in Resident
Oh, man. Resident Evil, all right, so it's a horror game, but it has a really good story, and it's a thinker's person game, too. So, like, it's so many puzzles and things you got to figure out. And, like, I would love to have you guys help out with that.
Mr. said, I'm a real life walkthrough. What can I help with? And Tally Darkstar said, might be around, but laundry for the holidays. LOL. And Nikki said, I know Resident Evil. Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
All right, guys. Good night.
All right, guys.
We love you. Thank you for tuning in. Can't wait to see you guys tune in to our stream on Saturday playing Resident Evil. And good night.
All right, and remember, stay tuned for this video if you haven't checked out all the different things on the channel. And make sure you subscribe. Now your mama knows.
And now your mama knows. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
All right, subscribe. Come on, man.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. The most important thing about the channel is it's a everything channel. So make sure you check out all of the playlists. I have product review videos, vlogging, movie reviews. I'm just gonna look up and say how-to videos, and then real quick, how-to. Oh, maybe I'm forgetting how I shoot. All right, ready? How-to videos. What is the devil? How-to videos and gaming videos. I make videos called Trash Talk 101 where, well, you guessed it, I talk trash or rebuttal back to someone who talked trash to me. Like I made a video responding to the Nerf Report and Angry Joe.
Remember, I'm going to say
Shows and podcasts. All right, you got it? Shows and podcasts. No, you're not supposed to say it.
You're showing the pillow. Okay.
We don't have to do the head thing if y'all can't do it, all right?
Okay, just do it. No. Yeah.
And then put a little There you go. Whip that name. Shows and podcasts. And more!
And also, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be added into the new subscribers thank you videos where I make a skit and I post everybody name up on the screen who subscribed to the channel in an individual month. You gotta see videos like the March subscribers video where I was dancing. The July video I have my cute granddaughter saying thank you. Or even the video where I smashed my 84-inch TV as I said thank you to everyone who subscribed.
Make sure you go to my playlist because the playlist is where you can see all the different videos I have. I have over 1,000 videos, over 50-something playlists, and every single video on my channel is assigned to a playlist. I want to thank everyone who ever came to the channel and watched a single second of any video. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And with that said, and now your mama knows. And now your mama knows. And now your mama knows.
All right, I'm back. I'm back because Mr. Urban World needs me to send him a link. Hold on, let me get. I was gonna close it off, but I was like, if I close it off, then you can't get the link. So I got you, man. There you go, guys. If you're still in there, here's the link to my Discord. And when the show goes off, we can still keep the party going and chat. So that's why I have a Discord. It's pretty much just a messaging service, but a lot of people use it, and you don't have to have a Facebook or a social media. You don't have to worry about your social pages being tied to a Discord. Nobody have to, can follow you and see what you're doing in your life. It's just a good, discreet way to kind of, to. So yeah, check out the Discord. And Mr. Urban, like I was saying, to throw in some of the videos that you've been sending me, like the rap videos and the all the other crazy stuff we've been talking about, the ghost videos and stuff. And other people could check them out. I know Bruce is a part of the Discord. I know there's a bunch of people. All right, with that said, I kept this thing going just for Mr. Urban World. The link showed up. Doesn't show up right. All right, you know what? I will I'll email you. Let me know. That's true though. It didn't pop up on there, but it popped up on YouTube. I'm gonna save you. Always gotta scroll through my. I plan on doing it. I plan on interviewing Token Gamer. You probably will want to check that out when I do it. Like he's interesting. Got a lot of stuff in common. All right, so that is it. Um, um, so Mike said you told us your post days. Never get the link. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't realize the link didn't pop up. Yeah, so I put it so I could see it on my YouTube on mobile. But I guess you got it doesn't pop up for you guys. Go Mike. How can I find? Or could you find me on Twitter? And now your mama knows on Twitter. If you hit me up on Twitter. I could send you. I could give you the Discord, or you could. The Discord is All Purpose Champ on this. Posted it. I just didn't know you guys couldn't see it. Funny, if my own thing isn't allowing me to, but it shows up. All right. Anyway, guys, whatever. I could go on and on. All right. Talk to you guys.
Guys.
Good night.
And now your mama knows. And now your mama knows.